Hi, my name's Zoe. I'm a software engineer and former university professor, and today we're going to see if front-end developers are any good at LeetCoding. Personally, I have barely been asked any LeetCode questions in my job interviews, but we're going to see if I'm able to answer some today. So the rules of this challenge are we're going to attempt to answer 5 questions, we're going to have a limit of 10 minutes each, and they're going to be picked randomly using LeetCode's random problem picker. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first things first, let's pick a random one using their random problem picker. Click that, and then we will start the timer. Start the timer. All right, so the timer's been started for 10 minutes. Let's get started. All right, so write a function, create counter. It should accept an initial integer in it. It should return an object with 3 functions. These 3 functions are increment, decrement, and reset. Okay, doesn't seem too bad, but a lot of these don't seem too bad, and then they get difficult. All right, so input equals init equals 5, calls input increment, reset, decrement, output 6, 5. Okay, so increment, reset, decrement. Okay, makes sense. Cool. All right, so I think what we should do, I'm just gonna create it. I'm just gonna update this a little bit. So the syntax is easier for me to work with, and then we're gonna say const original value equals init, right? Initial value. Then we want to say we want counter.increment. So we want to say increment would be original value. We would then return original value plus 1. We want to say decrement would be return original value minus 1. And then reset would be return original value. Oh, sorry. I'm so used to saving. All right, so say original value, and oh, you know what? It should be current value, right? So if the init is 0, we call increment 1 increment, so it should, okay. So we'll say original value this way, because it's not current value. Current value also equals init. So actually, I don't need this. We're going to just change this to current value. Why did I change all of that? So I'm going to say let current value equals init, and then we'll say current value equals plus equals 1, current value minus equals 1, and then reset would be the original value. All right, I think that works. Let's try it. Pull this up. All right. Run code. Oh. Let's see if that works better. You can tell how often I throw functions within. Let's run it again. Counter.increment is not a function. Counter.increment is not a function. Oh, wow. Wow, that's awkward. All right. Okay. Try that. Let's try it one more time. All right. Oh, nope, that's still not a function. All right. Methods inside of functions.js. All right, let's do it using their syntax, because clearly I've created some havoc by doing it like this way. Function. I'm gonna reset. Oh, yep, okay, cool. Drop that out, take that out, take this out. Take that out. Let's do function increment. Oops, increment. Function decrement. And then function reset. All right, let's try that again. Going back to basics, huh? Back to basics. Do I need to change it to a class? Is that like part of the trick? I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I know, basically I'm Googling the same thing, just more written out. Accessing. Right. Oh, do I have to return? Original value. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, it's working, but not quite. Like we're actually getting the answers, so that's better. All right, can't believe we wasted so much time trying to figure that out. Case 2 works. Case 1 does not work. Increment, reset, decrement. Decrement equals. Oh, current value. Almost out of time. All right, well, I see what the issue is. All right, that's time. Definitely didn't pass that one, but given like 2 more minutes, I could finish it. All right, let's hop on to the next one. Oh, okay. I'm not going to subscribe. Next one. Next one. Are you just going to keep giving me premium problems? Like, all right. Let's go back to the main page and maybe try it from there. Come on. That's how they try and make you subscribe. All right. Oh, again? All right, let's go back. Let's try pick one again. All right, there we go. All right, timer. Start. 10 minutes on the clock. You're given 2 strings, S1 and S2 of equal length. A string swap is an operation where you choose 2 indices in a string, not necessarily different, and swap the characters at these indices. Return true if it is possible to make both strings equal by performing at most 1 string swap on exactly one of the strings. Otherwise, return false. So if you get blank and conb, output equals true. For example, swap the first character with the last character of S2 to make bank. Whoa. All right. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Not impossible. We're not doing this in C++. We're going to do this in JavaScript. All right. So are almost equal. S1, S2. I guess we want to do some sort of loop, right? Like, so I guess we'll take the second one, right? We'll take S2. So for let I equals 0, I is less than S2 dot length, I plus plus. So while I is less than the length, we want to, or first, I guess, if S1 equals S2, return true, right? Keep it simple. Else, do this. Okay. Oops, sorry. All right, so then we want to see, we basically want to loop through every letter in the second string and see if any of those, if swapping any of those with the other get the first string, right? So we've eliminated the case where you could swap it with itself because we were saying, well, if it's the same, just return. So we've eliminated that case. So now we need to see if you swap 1 with 2 or 1 with 3 or 1 with 4. Well, that's going to take an ages. All right. So we'll say else. We'll say const current index equals 0, or let current index equals 0. So you're going to start in the first one. And then the next index will be I plus 1. if S2 bracket current index so first letter all right, we want a string swap. So if and let's use this first example. So if K and A are swapped. There's a better way to do this. Like we could go through each and see if any are the same and then decide to swap. Oh, this is, I don't know if I'm gonna make this. All right. If K, all right, so if K, if S1 current index does not equal S2 current index, right? So if those are not equal, how do we swap? Array.js. We want to splice. Do two splices? Yeah. We'll do a splice. We'll say S2 splice current index 1 and then no, okay, let's do it like this. If current index does not equal that current index, we're gonna set a const. We're gonna say number of different chars equals 0. We're gonna say number of that number chars plus equals 1. All right, so if, and then for now I just want to return different chars. So basically if this is more than 2, it's not possible. I'm doing that check that I said I was going to do. All right, so case 1. Why did that get true? Anyway, interesting. I don't know why that worked. That shouldn't have worked. They need better testing on this. That shouldn't have worked. Okay. If number of different chars is greater than 3, greater than 2, return false. Else return true. All right. Greater than or equal to greater. Oh yeah, it's equal to 2. It should be. Let's see what we get when I actually run this. Oh no, we're out of time. Undefined. Oh, I didn't call it. All right, another one we didn't pass. It's a good thing I don't really need these for job interviews. All right. Let's try one more. All right, let's see if, let's close this. Shuffle these. Oh, no, just didn't get a shuffle. All right, let's shuffle these. All right, and timer starts now. 10 minutes on the clock. Given a string n representing an integer, return the closest integer, which is a palindrome. If there is a tie, return the smaller one. Okay, the closest is defined as the absolute difference minimized between two integers. Got you. Got you. Okay. Let's see. So, n is an integer. We just need to pass these two cases. So what we want to check for is whether or not the numbers above and below it are palindromes, and then we want to have a check for the palindrome. So we'll say const is palindrome equals, so we'll take in whatever int. Let's say whatever int, and then we'll say, I think we have to convert it to a string. So we'll say int convert int to string JS toString, right? Like num toString. And alright. Okay, so int toString, and then we'll say const temp equals int toString stringified. We'll call it stringified. And then we'll say if stringified 0 and stringified dot length and stringified bracket stringified dot length, dot length minus 1. Dot length minus 1? We would say length was 3. Yeah, length minus 1 equals oops. Return stringified. Oh, is that the whole problem? Did we just solve it? No, because now I need to pass it int. So basically we want to run this check until we get the answer. So we say if string of we'll say then int dot int and string is greater than 1 if string if5.length equals to 1, return string if5, else return false. Okay. So I say int let's say n for let I equals 0, I is less than n dot I is less than n, I plus plus n minus 1 say is palindrome n minus 1 return n plus 1 and that should run. Right. Okay, let's reverse these. Not exactly this. Speed. How did I get 1, 2, 3, 1? Eek. result 1, 2, 3, 1. Is stringified 0, right? So 1 equals stringified, which is the integer, which is the last. Why am I getting? I'm so confused as to why I'm getting that answer. If you know I'm getting that answer, comment down below because we have 19 seconds left. I don't think I'm going to figure it out in that time. We can try and run it again. Oh, jeez. All right. So that one was definitely a no. Did not get that answer. So hopefully this has at least been entertaining for you to see a front-end dev try to solve these LeetCode questions. As you can see, I particularly am not very good at LeetCode questions, but if you ask me to build an e-commerce website, I can do that pretty straightforward. If you do want to see a video on how to build an e-commerce website, check out this video right up here, one of these playlists, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.